Hey, what's up guys, it is Card Shuffler 99 here, and today we're going to be showing you guys a really cool little card trick. This is a Matt Franco card trick. If you didn't know who Matt Franco was, he won America's Got Talent a few years back. So we're going to be showing you one of his card tricks today. This is a really cool trick. Hope you guys enjoy this one. Now, school is ending for us, so we're going to get back into the habit of posting. I know we've been saying that, but now that school is officially ending, we are going to be getting back into the routine of posting. So let us know down below, are you guys excited to see more videos, more tutorials, more card tricks, all that for you guys, as well as more giveaways. So we'll get into the June giveaway in a couple of days. We'll announce how we're going to be going about that. But anyway, guys, why don't we get straight into the trick without wasting any time? And yeah, let's just get into it. So we're going to start out the trick here by getting the 4 aces. So we're going to get the 4 aces out right now. Ace of clubs, ace of diamonds, and the ace of hearts. So we got 4 aces there. And what we're going to do here is give the deck a quick shuffle. Don't matter. And we'll give 3 aces, or 3 cards to every ace. So we'll give 3 cards here. Boom. Give the deck some cuts. So these are truly 3 completely random cards. It doesn't matter which cards you want to give it. Rob, you want to just touch a card? You go ahead and put that down, whichever one you want. Perfect. Thank you. We don't need the deck anymore. So what we'll do is we'll take these. We'll set those off to the side for now. And what I'm going to do here is set these up for us so we can get started with the trick. So this is a pretty cool routine. You can see here we got all the cards. All the cards are different. What we'll do is we'll take the ace here. You can see, give it a quick snap, and what happens is we can actually get the ace to completely disappear. You can see we'll do this one more time here. Snap our fingers, and just like that, you can see the ace completely disappears. And then one last time here, ace, quick snap. Just like that, the ace completely disappears. And you might be wondering, well, what happened to the ace? You remember here from the beginning of the trick, we set down the ace of spades, and you can see we have the 1, 2, 3, 4 ace of spades. Alright guys, that is the trick. Hope you guys enjoyed that one. And yeah, let's get straight into the tutorial for this little trick. So this is a really cool one. This is Matt Franco's little take on this sort of trick. So why don't we get straight into the tutorial. So this is a pretty simple thing to do. All you're going to need for this is essentially 2 decks of cards. Now I'll explain this a little bit greater in detail as we keep going, but essentially you will need 2 decks of cards to do this trick. So that might be the sort of downside, and the reason is because you're going to need 7 aces for this trick, okay? Now, keep in mind, you're only going to actually need 4 aces that come from one deck, okay? So in this case, I'm using a blue deck, so you need 4 aces that come from a blue deck. The other aces can come from a red deck, come from any deck, as long as they look the same, because you're going to be making double face cards out of these. Now, you can go ahead and purchase double face cards online if you wish to do that. If you don't want to do that, feel free to use some double stick tape and basically just take some cards and basically stick it to the back. So that's going to be your best option there. Once again, you're only going to want to use the ace of hearts, clubs, and diamonds for your double face cards, but you will need all 4 aces for the single face cards. Now, the reason for this is because I always like the ace of spades to be the last card that I go with. I like all the cards to basically sort of teleport to the ace of spades. So whichever card, doesn't matter. Let's say, you're low on cards, whatever the case might be. You just need one of the aces. You don't need a double face card for. So that's how you can set that up right there. And once again, because these are sticking back to back, it doesn't matter what color this ace is. If this ace was red, it doesn't matter because you can't see the back of it because it's a double face card now. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the deck, and what you're going to do here is you're going to start out with the ace of spades, okay? This is the card that I'm ending off with. And I'm going to put this somewhere near the bottom of the deck. And then you're going to follow up with the double face cards. Doesn't matter what order you go in here, but you're just going to put the double face cards in, okay? And just start going up the deck. Basically, you're just distributing them. It doesn't matter where you put it. Just distribute them somewhere throughout the deck. And then the other 3 aces are going to go straight on top of the deck, okay? So the other 3 aces go onto the top of the deck. Now, this is how we're going to start out the trick. You're going to start out by saying, okay, well, we have a deck here. Once again, you do have 3 single-sided aces up here. you do have the single-sided ace of spades on the bottom, as well as the rest of the aces that go through the deck. So what you're going to do is you're going to start the trick by saying, okay, we're going to go ahead and start out by taking the aces out of the deck. So you're going to do exactly that. Now, what I do is you're going to take the ace of spades out first. I'm going to go slowly, sort of counting one card at a time. The reason being is because once you get closer to the top, you don't want to flash these aces. So if you're just going through like this, taking out the aces, you might accidentally flash the extra 3 aces on top. So what I like to do, just take your time, just go slow, one by one, just say, okay, we got the ace there, okay, we got the ace there, and then you can see the last ace there. But once again, you don't want to be going all the way to the top, because then that is a problem, right? So from here, what you're going to do is you can do a fake shuffle. You can do whatever you want. If you want to do a quick little false cut, I don't know, whatever you guys want to do, as long as you can maintain these 3 aces on the top of the deck. And what you're going to do is you're going to start out by saying, all right, we're going to take 3 random cards and assign that to each ace. So basically, I'm putting the 3 aces down onto the ace of spades. Okay, so that's how the first part's done. And then these are just going to get set off to the side. Okay, that's the teleportation effect right there. Now what you can do is you want to sell this, okay? You want to make it seem like you're actually giving random cards, because you are giving random cards, and you want to make it seem as if you're doing it as well, right? Obviously, with the first one, you're not giving random cards. You are assigning the actual aces to it, and that's the sort of misconception there. But what you're going to do here is you have to sell it, right? Because they're going to remember what happened at the end of the trick. They're going to, remember what happened most recently. So if you show them that you're really taking 3 random cards, you can let them select the random cards, whatever it might be. It just sells that illusion, right? Because you're just trying to sell the fact that these are 3 random cards. Even though they're not, you want to make it seem as if you're giving 3 random cards, right? So we go there, 3 random cards. Doesn't matter what cards you're going to give. Boom, boom, boom. All right? Now, at this point, the rest of the deck is irrelevant. You don't actually need the rest of the deck, so you can take this and you can just put it off to the side, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to leave the ace of spades off to the side, but you're going to gather the rest of the aces here. Now, what you're going to do is take all the 3 cards and you're going to flip them over. Now, be careful not to flip all the cards over, because then now you're looking at 4 random cards, because this is a double face ace, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the 3 cards, I'm going to flip it face up, I'm going to bring the ace to the top, square it up, and I'm going to set it down. Now, I'm going to do this for all my piles, just so that all the cards are randomized. Now, if you wanted to, you could have gone through the deck and shown 3 random cards if you really wanted to do that. It doesn't matter how you guys want to go about doing that. So, what you're going to do here is you're going to show the 4 cards, and you can show how they're different, okay? You can say we got an ace, 9, 8, 7, whatever. But you don't want to attract too much attention to the value of the other 3 cards, because this card here is actually going to make its way into the pile at the end. Because what's going to happen here is you're going to be doing a sort of double lift, flipping over 2 cards, and now this card's going to change, okay? Because if you think about it, what's going to happen here is the 9 of hearts is the second card from the top, right? And what you're doing here is you're flipping it over, but now the second card from the top is going to be the 7, right? Because the 9's here. So if you're kind of understanding what I'm saying here, the card in the second position is going to change. Sorry there. So that's sort of what you guys have to get accustomed to, because if you're going to attract too much attention to the values here, if they remember it and they see it changing, so that's why you want to go through this pretty quick. So what I do is I'm going to spread. When I bring this together, I'm going to get a pinky break in between 2 cards. I'm going to get 2 cards here, pinky break, holding 2 cards with a pinky. I'm going to flip 2 cards over. I'm going to say, check it out, we can get the ace to now actually disappear. Same thing with the second pile. You're going to spread, show they're different. You're going to do a double lift, snap, just like that, completely gone. And then same thing with the last pile, right? Don't attract too much attention to these. If you want to mix these around, just because you know, and always, I never tape a face card to the back of one of these aces. I would never do that. Reason being is that you're most likely not going to get a face card in your pile, right? Because there's not as many face cards as there are value cards. So just so it doesn't seem like, because if you're going from here, you're taking a jack, and now the jack is transforming into a 2. That's sort of weird, right? Even though the jack does reappear, it's sort of, they're switching positions. So, some people do catch on to that. So if you want to switch it around, in case you do have that little position there, you could switch it to the 2. Boom. Bam, it disappears. And just like that, they all reappeared into one pile. So that was the trick, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed that one. Anyway, this card is definitely 99. Peace out, guys.